What's up? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get into it. This is my reaction to the Nicki Minaj live, the Nicki Minaj release, rollout, the whole shebang. Okay? And here we go. Now, anyone who has followed me from the beginning, anyone who's followed me from the beginning knows that I am a huge Nicki Minaj fan. I have always said that I believe Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap. And if the world ended today, she would still be the queen of rap. She'll go down as the queen of rap. Now, when we first heard of her coming back, I really did not think it was music. Because I know that Nicki does not like to have people help her write songs. As I said, I've told y'all the story about when I was in the studio with her during Pink Friday. And people were trying to give her ideas and trying to give her words, and she would not have it. She barely took Safari giving her 2 words on Did It On Him. And that's probably what he gave, like 2 words. So she's never liked people helping her write rhymes. She turned down a multi-million dollar deal with Warner Brothers in the beginning. That's the reason why Atlantic doesn't like her to this day. Because Warner Brothers wanted to hire Jules Santana to write her lyrics. And she was kind of digging Jules back then, but then when they thought that because she was digging Jules Santana, she was going to allow Jules to write for her. And she turned down the deal when she was broke. So that's how much Nicki don't really like people working with her. So if you're not going to have people work with you, we know Nicki's old school. She doesn't really like, she's kind of like, you know, a person who's, when people say, do you got a Facebook? I don't want no Facebook. You know, I don't know how to go live. I don't do that live stuff. And you could tell from when she gets on live. Nicki's now been on live a couple of times, and she still don't know how to invite someone to her live. That lets you know that she's really, you know, out of touch with it and really don't want to be bothered. She's more, you know what? If Nicki's more old school, you know, if she could have a BlackBerry, she'd probably have a BlackBerry. You know, she don't feel like being bothered with all that new stuff. She's from the cloth. But the thing about today's music, and I'm an old head. I'm older than Nicki. So I get it. But tonight, it just wasn't it. From being late, and we expected her to be a few minutes late. That's Nicki Minaj. So her being late didn't really bother me. But she told everybody else be on time, so I expected her to be on time. But she was late. Not a big deal. When the live comes on, immediately I'm disappointed in the look. I'm saying the way she was looking leading up to tonight, man, the pictures she dropped was like amazing. She comes on and I'm like, does she have on braces? Like, she looked like she had on braces. Like she had the Kelly Rowland mouth going. Like, I'm like, does she got braces on? The hair, I mean, it just didn't work for me. I was like, Nicki, I'm just looking at pictures that you dropped, and I'm like, this might be the most beautiful woman in entertainment. So that already threw me off. Then the news that she's re-releasing Beat Me Up Scotty, which I've already played back and forth, so I know the entire album by heart, with 3 new songs. Now, I would have just been cool with releasing the song with her, Drake, and Wayne as a new single or what have you. But this whole re-releasing the mixtape, I know the Barbz love Nicki. I love Nicki. But you have to admit, you got to be a little bit disappointed. It was great to see her back. At least she's back. And at least her and Drake are now back on the same page. And it seems as though Drake is responsible for her even being back this much. And she said it out of her own mouth. She said it out of her own mouth. Basically, Drake pulled me out of writer's block, which I told you guys, it takes Nicki a very long time to write an album. That's the reason why I said, because she doesn't get help. She doesn't like to get help. So I said, it's not going to be an album in 2021 because I don't believe she has enough songs written yet. She just pretty much admitted out of her mouth that if it wasn't for Drake, she probably would have never been, this probably would have never got done. So, yeah, it's good that the mixtape is on Spotify and on streaming services, but that's not what we were expecting. I know it's not what I was expecting. Now, like I said, the Barbz, the stands, they'll take anything. So they're going to say this was amazing, this was an amazing night. And yes, it was good to see Nicki back, at least. At least she's back. People, the bars. But the bars has never been a problem. Nicki's problem is never going to be bars. So I don't know why people are so, oh my God, the bars. This has all been heard before by her. Nicki's never going to lack on the bars. It's everything else now. It's no longer that game. And it sounds harsh, but the game has changed. It's just like the game in media. You got all the old media people sitting around like, how the heck is DJ Academics, who has no sorts of experience, how is he getting more views, clicks, and making as much money or more money than me? Because the game has changed. And I know Nick doesn't really like the TikTok and the Snapchat and the challenges, and because she's a no gimmick type of girl. I get it. But this is 2021, Nick. It's the same way how when Lil' Kim, right? Lil' Kim was saying that about Nicki. Oh, I don't got to do the whole this, that, and changing my voice and the blah, blah, blah. I just go straight hip hop. And Nicki was like, it's a new era, baby. It's a new sheriff in town. Nobody's not going to, none of these girls out can out-rap Nicki Minaj. That's just out. Unless you're talking about young M.A., and I don't even really consider her a girl, but none of these females can out-rap Nicki, out-pizzazz Nicki, outshine Nicki. They don't have that. But now it's about the look. It's about the packaging. It's about the marketing. It's about the rollout. It's about the social media. Unfortunately, that's what it's about. And while I'm glad to see Nicki back, You're lying to yourself. Even barbz, even die hard barbz. You cannot say you were a. You cannot uh can't say that you weren't a little bit disappointed. I didn't like the look. I didn't like the whole rollout. She should have said F Leor and went to YouTube. Should have been a visual with it. I would have been better with a a video to LLC. I would have been happy with that. But you needed Drake to pull you out of retirement. That lets you know. You know, Drake said, listen, I'm not taking, you could tell what he was trying to say. He didn't want to get into it in front of everybody, but you could tell just by him saying, look, no more excuses. That's what he wanted to say. You're Nicki Minaj. You're the queen. Nobody can do it like no. He was like he was giving her a pep talk. Y'all heard it. Nobody can do it like you. These girls can't mess with you. And Nicki's probably looking around at this game like everyone that starts getting older, saying, man, when Jordan was playing in his 40s, when he's close to 40, he was looking at all these young dudes flying around, Kobe Bryant. He said, man, I can't play with that dude. I can't jump like that no more. Nicki can outbar any female. Like I said, maybe with the exception of Young M.A. She can stay up there with any other female or better than them. She's the queen of rap, without a doubt. But this rollout to me, my opinion, it was a fail. Now, again, I'm happy to see Nicki back. Hopefully, the documentary and the album comes this year. I don't believe it will. If it does, like I said in previous videos, it's going to probably come at the end of the year. I believe the album will drop 2022. Good to see her back out. But I already knew she could still rap. She didn't have to prove that to me. I would have wanted some new music, though. Because I've heard Beat Me Up, Scotty. I know the album back and forth. And the song with Drake and Wayne, it was okay. It was okay. The bars were very nice. It was good to hear them back on a record together, which I told you they had records together. I told you they'd do another record together, and soon. But I don't know what y'all think. I'm sure everyone would, well, not everyone. I'm sure the barbz will probably disagree. They won't be truthful. But you can't say you weren't a little disappointed. I mean, come on. It's okay to admit it. But it was good to see Nick back. Like, comment, subscribe in the bottom. Let me know what you think. She's still the queen, but I was a tad bit disappointed. Peace.